Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to look at using data for continuous improvement through feedback loops. So when we talk about feedback loops, we're looking at how these are incorporated into the management of health and safety and how it empowers businesses to be more agile. Now, using real-time data analysis, keep employees safe, but also align safety protocols with overall business goals. Agile organizations thrive in this dynamic, data-driven approach where rapid responses and long-term learning foster a safer, more resilient workplace. So when we look at feedback loop stages, it's 6 points. So it's data collection, analysis, implementation of changes, feedback, further adjustment, continuous monitoring. Now, the importance of a feedback loop in business agility. And in an agile business environment, feedback loops are critical for continuous improvement. Now, the key principle of business agility is the ability to quickly respond to internal and external changes, adapt strategies and improve processes based on ongoing feedback. Now, a feedback loop allows organizations to identify areas for improvement, adjust and iterate quickly, ensure alignment with business goals. So by monitoring outcomes and collecting data, businesses can see where processes are inefficient, where risk exists and where employees might be exposed to hazard. With feedback in hand, agile companies can quickly test new solutions, implement improvements, and monitor their effectiveness. Ensure alignment with business goals. Feedback loops ensure that actions and improvements in health and safety align with the broader business objectives of efficiency, compliance, and profitability. Now, the role of data-driven health and safety and feedback loops. Now, health and safety provides the raw material for creating effective feedback loops. Now, data collection, analysis, and reporting are done at the core of refining and optimizing health and safety protocols. Now, here's how it actually works in detail. Now, when we're collecting data and monitoring, health and safety systems generate continuous data, whether through real-time sensors for incident reports or routine safety audits. Now, data is collected in various health and safety parameters such as a number of safety incidents or near misses, response time to safety breaches, employee feedback, protocols, compliance, audit outcomes. Now, there is other way to collect information from different departments that are all relevant to health and safety. But we'll not go into that in this video, but they can be added to give a clearer overview of the business. So, data analysis and trend identification. So with this data, organizations can analyze trends for time to identify recurring safety risks or areas of non-compliance. Now, advanced analytics tools can help to predict potential hazards, machine breakdowns, human errors before they happen. And an example of that is if data shows an increase in near miss incidents in a specific department, it signals a need for immediate investigation and revision of safety protocols in that area. Now, real-time adjustments. Now, when we talk about an agile business, in an agile system, health and safety adjustments can be made in real time. That's a real benefit of this whole feedback process, is that we can make changes immediately. And for instance, if there is an immediate danger detected through data, the system can send out alerts. So not only that, not only in terms of when we talk about equipment, but in terms of managers, leaders, supervisors, if we have the infrastructure in place that we need to send out an alert or we need to alert somebody in real time, then we can do that over multiple locations really, really quickly. Like almost immediately, using, for example, a virtual classroom, like how we use a virtual classroom. We can quickly make the training and then deliver it through the virtual classroom almost immediately. And then this ability to make instant data-informed adjustments keeps employees safe and prevents larger incidents from occurring. So feedback for continuous learning. After actions are taken based on the initial feedback, new data is collected to assess the effectiveness of the changes. Where the new safety measures effective in reducing incidents? Were the new safety measures effective in reducing incidents? Did employees' behaviour improve after new training programs? By collecting post-implementation data, businesses can evaluate the impact and refine the process even further. Now, for example, if a company introduces new protective gear in response to frequent safety violations, data collected afterward will show whether the new gear has reduced incidences or if further adjustments are necessary. Okay, so when we link health and safety feedback loops to business agility, the integration of feedback loops with health and safety data is essential for achieving true business agility. Now, this is really how it aligns. So it's rapid iteration and response. So when we talk about using example the virtual classroom, we are able to tell our managers exactly what's going on right through the whole business almost immediately. They've been trained, they've been upskilled on the situation. This is our findings, this is what actually happened, and everybody gets the same training. It's not an interpretation of sometimes words. When you send out briefs, their words, some people can interpret the wrong kind of training, whereas if you've got a virtual classroom or a platform that you're using to educate and upskill your senior team, your managers or leaders, then everybody gets the same message. So agility requires the ability to adjust and that agility is so important in being competitive, especially in today's marketplace. You really need to be competitive and be one step ahead of everybody else. So scalability and adaptation. So feedback loops help agile businesses scale and adapt their safety protocols across departments, locations or teams, exactly what we just spoke about. Insights from one area of the business can be quickly disseminated to others to prevent similar incidents. Now, example, if one site implements a new hazard reporting tool that significantly reduces incidents, feedback loops can facilitate the rollout of the tools across all company locations. Now, nowadays businesses have multiple locations and different language barriers, different cultural barriers, but it's really important to get that message across to ensure that there's no reoccurrences. So fostering a learning culture, business agility thrives in environments where learning and adapting are prioritized. Health and safety data contributes to this culture by offering continuous feedback, allowing the organization to learn from mistakes and improve safety practices. An example, after a serious incident, data analysis reveals root causes, improper employee training or faulty equipment. This insight can inform new training programs or equipment upgrades, embedding learning into the organization's culture. Predictive and preventative measures. So in an agile business environment, businesses do not react to safety issues. They predict and prevent them using data. So predictive analytics can forecast future safety risks by analysing past incidents and trends, enabling the company to implement preventative measures. An example of this is a construction company using predictive analytics on health and safety data. On health and safety data, might discover that certain weather conditions or working hours correlate with a higher rate of injuries. The company then can proactively reschedule work to mitigate these risks. So if we identify that during specific times or conditions, heat or wet, then we can change the working time or plan ahead for that. I hope that this makes sense. I'll hopefully try and get some examples real-time examples, or if anybody has an example, if they're using feedback loops, send them on to me and we can have a review of them and see how they worked and how they made improvements. So again, just to reiterate, feedback loop stages: data collection, analysis, implementation of changes, feedback, further adjustments, continuous monitoring.